Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today I am here at Golden Leaf Stables to try out another horse. So, like I said in my last video, I have a lot of horses to try out, and I've already tried out Rainy, but there's a lot more for me to try out, and as you can tell by my outfit probably today, we are going to be trying out a cross-country horse. So he is actually at Golden Leaf Stables, and I have rode him before in a lesson, but we are just going to try him out today. And I guess he's actually for sale now because the stable was not finding much uses for him anymore. I guess he just wasn't really acting like a lesson horse anymore. He was just more of a really active horse that couldn't handle little kids. So I am going to be trying him out, and we are gonna go get him, and hopefully we can go on some cross country trails today and have a little bit of fun. And hopefully he's a little more behaved he than when I rode him in my lesson. Hopefully someone has actually taken the time to train him, because before he was not very, good at behaving or anything. He was very impatient and just wasn't the best. And already I saw that he had settled down a little bit since that time, and it was like a year ago when I rode him in my lesson, so I didn't expect him to act exactly the same, and I was hoping his trot would be a little more collected, because last time I rode him, he had a very extended trot, even when you didn't want an extended trot from him. So I was hoping that someone had got on him and taken the time to train him and teach him some stuff. Hang on, guys, my friend is talking to me. Okay, so anyway, I was really excited to ride him again, actually, because I thought that someone had probably taken the time to train him, and I'm sure they did, but we're not going to know until we get on. And I very quickly just groomed him down and then picked his hooves, because he actually wasn't all that dirty. So then I put on his saddle pad, and I didn't bring my own tack, but they have tack here, and I have to wear my cross country vest anyway for cross country with him. So and this was the only green cross country vest. This was the only cross country vest I have, my green one. So, oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. So I was hoping that they would have a green cross country saddle pad, which they did, which was really good because me and him could match. Also, I did not tell you his name. This is actually Prince. He is a 5-year-old gelding, and he is really active. Like I said, he is not a good lesson horse because he's not very patient, and he is very tall, which I like. I'm looking for younger horses so we can really be together kind of the whole time. Like when I tried Rainy, she's really young, so I am looking for younger horses, and he is pretty tall, so I brought him over to the mounting block, and I had already rolled down my stirrups, as you can see, and he was so far doing really good. I remember last time he did not have very good ground manners, but this time actually he had pretty good ground manners, and he is a trackner, so yeah. And I quickly got on him, and I had to warm him up before we went on the cross-country trails. So I walked him over to the arena. And already I could tell he was going to be a lot better. His walk was like already a lot slower, and he wasn't in such a rush to get anywhere, which was really good. And he was being super nice. I remember before he would rush ahead, he would not let you control him. And like if you stopped him, he'd turn around and nip at your feet, but he's not doing that anymore. So I walked him into the arena and I just wanted to walk him around a bit, make sure that he kept his nice steady walk. And I was really excited to trot him to see his trot because I have a feeling he has gotten a lot better at that. He is definitely doing a lot better already. He used to spook at the jumps in the arena, but he doesn't anymore. And the reason why the barn instructors think he'd be good at cross country is he's always taken a liking to jumping and going on trails and going really fast. So they think he'd like cross country and they think he'd be good at cross country. So after walking him a bit, I trotted him and his trot was really good. As you can see, he was not extending too much. It's not like he was going too slow. He kind of just had that perfect little trot, and he kept his trot, and he did not break out of his trot. So I trotted him, and next time around, I'm gonna trot him over one of the jumps, because the jumps in here are not very high. They're just little beginner jumps, and then we can bring him on the trail. And I was actually really excited to bring him on the cross country trail, and he is definitely really good. But I've heard that there are a lot more horses for sale, and I was surprised because most of the horses were actually really good breeds, and they were young and they were for sale. But I get why their owner would sell them because they were not trained, and young horses take a while to train, but still, like it's not good to sell your horse just because it's hard to train. So I decided I'd trot him over this jump, and he was really good. He didn't pull forward once he realized we were going over the jump. He kept his trot and then broke into a canter right before the jump, which is okay because that's what I asked him to do. And then I decided we'd trot this one as well and then just canter a lap and get him all warmed up. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. And he refused to jump that jump, so I backed him up and we tried again. We trotted, and then right before the jump, we cantered. And he made it, and I patted him on the neck, and I said, good boy. And we are just going to canter this lap quickly, and then we will bring him out on the trail. And my instructor and all the instructors here did organize a riding trail for me. A cross-country trail, so that other people wouldn't go on it. And I did wake up really early this morning to come try him out, so it's not like there would be a lot of people here anyway. So then we started the trail, and it actually started right here. So I cantered him, and I didn't want him to go too fast, too quick, but I brought him down to a slower canter, because at first he kind of tried to gallop, but I didn't want him to gallop. I didn't want him to run out of energy too quick, and he actually really liked the beach, which surprised me. I thought he might startle at the water or something, but he didn't, which was really good. And we were coming up to our first few jumps. They were really high, but I knew he could do them, and I knew I could do them, so as long as we trusted each other, we could do it, and we did do it. And I knew he could do all the jumps on this trail, so it was really just a matter of us trusting each other and not doubting each other. And as you can see, he was already doing great at those jumps. he got them all, and then we went this way, and we did have to go through the stable yard, which is okay, and it's good for him to have to see the other people and horses while he's working, because he has to learn that they can't be a distraction to him. As you can see, he tried to gallop, but I held him back, and he has to learn that other people here can't act as a distraction for him. He has to just ignore them and act like they're not there. And then there was this double, a high one and then a smaller one, and he made it. And then we had to go up this hill, and I was surprised to see that he didn't trot or go slower at all. And as you can see, we're back in the stable yard now, but we have a trail planned out, and we are going over a few jumps, a few of the same jumps a few times, which is fine. He was doing really good, and even with all the other horses neighing and causing a distraction, he was not distracted at all, which I was really proud of him at, which I was really proud of him for, and he was really good at this. He was honestly a lot better at cross country than I thought he'd be, and he seemed to enjoy it a lot. And it's not like he didn't enjoy it, but he definitely enjoyed it. And so we obviously had a smaller trail than some trails that would be at a show, like at the Valedale Lake or whatever. So I don't know how he'd be on bigger trails, but I might try him out another day on some bigger trails, just to see how he is. But he didn't really seem like a good horse for me, honestly. I liked riding him, but I don't know how he'd be. It really just depends on the other horses. I am glad that I finally found a horse that can do cross country, because Rainy could only do a little bit of jumping, and he could do cross country, which is something I'm looking for in a horse. And as you can see, he did really good. He was really proud of himself. And yeah, so I walked him back over to the stable because I was just so proud of him. And I asked if I could turn him out, and the stable owner said yes. So hurriedly, I untacked him, and he was very sweaty. So I assumed he would probably want to roll in the pasture, and I swapped out his bridle for his halter so that I could put him in the paddock. And I was also kind of sweaty too. Even though I didn't do all the work and running, I was a little hot as well. So I just turned him out in the arena, and then me and my instructor drove back. And on the way back, we talked about the good things about Prince and the bad things about Prince, and why I would like to have him and why I wouldn't. And we talked about that stuff about Rainy as well, just to know what horse was perfect. And she did say that there was another horse I would be trying out in a few days, maybe even tomorrow. So I was excited for that. So I brought Prince out in the pasture, and then I took off his halter so that he could just kind of roam around a bit. And as you can see, he kind of just stood there for a minute, and I assumed he wanted a treat. So I gave him a carrot, and then I patted him before he went off. And then he went off, and he was kind of just trotting around a bit, which surprised me. And he was bucking a bit. And I was just glad he didn't do that while we were riding. He was running around bucking, but it was kind of funny. And then he went over to the other side of the barn where there was water and hay, and he kind of just ate, as you can see. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications for more. And if you guys have any suggestions about Prince, and why you think I should buy him and why not, just leave those suggestions down in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, well, yeah. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, so it's regular me now, and and as you might have seen in the video, they did change the trainers walk and trot, which I am so happy about. So this is their walk now. They kind of bob their neck though. And then here's their trot now. And I'm just happy they fixed it from the sliding trot thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I love you guys so much. Bye!